Let's get more on this now with Pierluigi Paganini. He's a cybersecurity and intelligence analyst, and he joins us now from Naples in Italy. Welcome back to the program, Pierluigi. What more can you tell us about these attacks on Russian government-linked websites and other services?
The anonymous collective hacked thousands of Russian websites. In many cases, the sites have been defaced. In other cases, the attackers were able to steal information and leak this information. And other parts of the attacks were carried out attempting to destroy the services with massive DDoS attacks. DDoS attacks are attacks that saturate all the computational resources of the services, making them unavailable. Some of the most prominent targets that were hit by the groups were the Russian Research Institute, Nuclear Research Institute, Gazprom, many broadcasters, and of course a lot of governments' websites.
We know that this would be yet a new front in this ongoing conflict with Ukraine. Russia in the past has been blamed for waging cyber attacks of their own on other Western targets. How prepared is a country like Russia to defend itself from cyber attacks?
I can tell you that Russia has a very huge cyber army. They invest a lot of money in order to increase their defensive capabilities, but they are also known to have a huge offensive cyber capabilities. Across the last 10 years, we have observed a lot of cyber espionage campaigns. If we look at specific war scenarios that we are assisting, we can see three different types of attacks. We are observing what we call cyber espionage activities against Ukrainian and also other nations worldwide. We are assisting to disinformation campaigns and also destructive cyber attacks. We know that Russians have used destructive malware. We also know that Russia is prepared to such kind of attacks. In the past, Russia has tested, for example, a way to disconnect its infrastructure for the global internet. This means that they are increasing the level of security, shut down the overall connection from the global internet, and only relying on internal networks.
And we know that the group Anonymous has so far managed to evade identification, capture, but do you know anything about the group at all? Is it composed of one organization, or is it simply a disparate group of hackers working independently across the globe?
I can tell you that Anonymous, first of all, is an ideology. This means that it's different. It's very difficult to identify specific groups, a specific collective. It is composed by an impressive number of small groups that are aggregating in every single operation. Every time we see a new operation, there is a call to army, and different groups from the globes join to the battle. So it's very different things compared with one monolithic structure. This is probably one of the point of strengths of the group, because it is decentralized, it is distributed, and it is composed by many skilled people.
And Pierluigi, how effective are these attacks in terms of perhaps changing a government's course of direction, in this case, changing Russia's course in Ukraine? Do you believe they could have the intended effect to stop Moscow from their continued assault of Ukraine?
I believe that they have a specific weight in these scenarios. Of course, they are making pressure on the Russian infrastructures. For example, the attacks against the banks created a lot of problem to citizens. This means that people in Russia is not happy of what is happening. But one of the most important aspects of this activity is to bring the news of the war, of the battlefield directly in the home of the Russian people. We know that the Russian government applied a strong censorship. It is blocking every social networks, every source of information that can bring news inside Russia, and probably this is the most important aspect of these wars. Anonymous is bringing the war at the Russian doors.
Okay, Pierluigi Paganini, we always appreciate your analysis. Thank you again for joining us.